Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. Let's apply the differentiation rules in computing the derivative of this given function. This function contains product of two different trigonometric functions. Hence, we really need to remind ourselves on the appropriate differentiation rule specific to them. Our given function is 3 times secant x and then tangent x. We can see here that we have a constant multiple, and at the same time, you have a product of two different trigonometric functions. Hence, clearly, we are going to use here the product or the product rule or the differentiation rule for product of functions. But of course, let's review ourselves as we look into the needed trigonometric rule for secant x and tangent x. For secant x, you can have here, of course, let me do it, because its rule is on the product of secant x and tangent x. Not this one, but just for this, its differentiation rule is the same. Secant x times tangent x. But for our tangent x, it's just secant squared x. Okay? So let's try to deal with that later as we look for the appropriate derivative of this. Of course, as mentioned, this uses constant multiple. So we will have here 3 times the derivative of this. But then again, it uses product. So we can also have here a separate scratch paper. Let's say our g of x is a combination of k of x and m of x, and this is our g of x. We have the second tangent, removing the 3 or disregarding 3 in the meantime. So this would mean actually the first derivative of that is the product of the derivative of the first times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second. Don't worry about interchanging this and that, even interchanging the two terms, because multiplication and addition is commutative. So let's just simply use that. In this case, our k of x is secant. Our k of x is secant x. And then our m of x is tangent x. So let's complete this in the meantime. K prime of x, its derivative as given here. This one. So it's actually secant x times tangent x. As for our m of x, which is tangent x, its derivative as already given by this rule is secant squared x. In short, using this here, our g prime of x is this. K prime of x, this one, secant x tangent x times our second, the second function here, tangent x, plus you will have the first function, secant x, times the derivative of the second function, which is the secant squared of x. Okay, so the result of this will then be substitute later. So we'll have here secant x tangent squared x as we multiply that, plus secant cube of x as we have 3 secant x here. So this is just the derivative of the product, and we are going to copy that here as we multiply the result, secant x tangent squared x. Let me see if it's correct. Yes, plus secant cube x. So it pays if we use a scratch paper. We can also use other method for that, but I am more confident with this. In simply multiplying the 3 as our constant multiple, you will have 3 secant x tangent squared x plus 3 secant cube of x. You can have this or others. We'll try to factor secant and secant together with that. It's okay. After all, they are just the same. Let me just use these two terms for my final answer. Again, it's very important to remind ourselves with these rules according with together with constant multiple, and of course for the product. Thank you very much for watching. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now.